Hey there, wrestling fans. Brian Blitz here, and welcome to another exciting edition of Superstars of the Ring here at ccwrestling.biz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you a bit of an update of the situation concerning the CCW champion, the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon, after he delivered 3 devastating pile drivers to his challenger, Kikino Palomalu, at Wrestlebash. Now, as you know, Kikino Palomalu suffered a very severe neck injury, and he is out of action indefinitely, and then hopefully we will have an injury update on his condition in the very near future. But concerning the champion himself, CCW officials and the board of directors have decided that this was excessive use of force by the CCW champion and have opted to suspend Outlaw Jamie McKinnon for 3 weeks. He will not return to action until October the 13th in Lake City, where he faces his next challenger. Obviously, this did not sit well with our champion, and he did have some words to say concerning his suspension.
CCW wrestling fans, this is the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon, the heavyweight champion of CCW. Now, I got a few things to talk about. One, the board of directors has suspended me for 3 weeks. Well, that's the biggest joke I've ever heard of. Now, I'm going to be the champion for as long as I want to be. But when I get back off of this suspension, there's going to be hell to pay for everybody in CCW.
I have to be honest, I am legitimately concerned. The Outlaw Jamie McKinnon's levels of danger and violence have leapt to new bounds, and I honestly don't think there's a limit to what he can do. I'd be a liar if I said I was looking forward to his return. He is our champion, and I do respect that. However, I also respect the safety of myself and of the superstars in CCW. So the best I can say is when he returns, everybody best watch their back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to another match. Another championship match that took place at Wrestlebash was the Alternative Championship Scramble. Now, the rules of this match were a little cloudy going into the match because we weren't quite sure exactly what they were going to be until right up until bell time. And basically what it means is there was a clock that starts at 15 minutes and it goes down. At the 15-minute mark, when the clock reaches the 0 mark, when time expires, the last person holding the championship belt, or the last person that scores a pinfall in the match, is declared the victor. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and see who that victor is.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the Alternative Championship match. Our first competitor. Making his way to ringside. Presenting Diamond Exchange. Second generation superstar, Daniel Anderson. Competitor number 2.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get the Alternative Championship match underway. It is going to be an absolutely wild one. As you see, Nate Powers making his debut here in CCW, trained by the Tag Team Champions. He was a sponsor, now entering into the ring in this matchup. Very surprising, but you can see Solo Jones, Daniel Anderson, American Prodigy, and what is basically a scramble. This match will be 15 minutes long. There will be multiple pinfalls. Whoever the champion is at the end of that 15 minutes will be your official Alternative Champion.
We have to make sure that we're stretched so low.
And now Nate Powers wanting to get everybody to stretch before this matchup. And you can see Prodigy, Anderson, Solo Jones, none of them are impressed by this at all. Really, the referee not sure what to do. He's going to go ahead and stretch himself. And he made a vital mistake right there at the very beginning, turning his back on Daniel Anderson, and Anderson goes to the attack. We're going to do our best to keep track of all the action. And Daniel Anderson perhaps making that same mistake Nate Powers made, turning his back on Solo Jones. And that headbutt knocks Daniel Anderson right out of the ring, and he is seeing stars now. And Nate Powers sneaks into the ring, but his debut so far not going great. And it looks like it's going to be Solo Jones, American Prodigy in the ring. Daniel Anderson going to work on Nate Powers outside of the ring. Like I said, 15-minute time limit. There can be as many pinfalls as you can think of. There may only be one, but whoever the man is with the very last pinfall before the end of that 15 minutes will walk out of here as the new Alternative Champion. And Solo Jones, you can hear it, has a big crowd influence here. He's a fan favorite. And I'm not really sure how any of these guys are going to get past that solid, powerful frame of Solo Jones as Nate Powers gets introduced to the ring post by Daniel Anderson. This could turn into a triple threat match. I think Nate Powers might be out of it. He may be unconscious. See Daniel Anderson lying in wait on the outside, not a bad strategy. American Prodigy, Solo Jones go at it, center of the ring. Solo Jones with the power advantage, American Prodigy with the speed advantage. And there's that power there, but American Prodigy hanging on as you see the time clock in the background, 12 and a half minutes left. No pinfalls quite yet. As we saw the matchup not starting off the way Nate Powers wanted. And trying for a roll-up, American Prodigy tried to get the roll-up on Solo Jones, but it didn't work out. But now, using that quickness, American Prodigy getting out of the way of Solo Jones, and Solo Jones hits the mat, and this time a drop kick. This could be a one. Not quite. Solo Jones showing that power, not just getting the shoulder up, but throwing American Prodigy across the ring. We'll have double action here as you see Daniel Anderson taking on Nate Powers outside of the ring. Solo Jones lying in wait as the American Prodigy stands up. And a big splash by Solo Jones, and he might have another in store. No, Prodigy able to get out of the way. 1, 2. We almost had our first pinfall of the match. American Prodigy and Solo Jones putting on one heck of a show here in the center of the ring. American Prodigy trying for a clothesline, not getting any of that impact that he wanted. Barely getting Solo Jones off his feet. He battles him back into the corner. There's a patented drop kick that we see American Prodigy so good to connect on. This time a running forearm, running clothesline into the corner. Daniel Anderson still working on Nate Powers. You hear that clattering. Nate Powers goes into the railing. Maybe rethinking his entry into the world of professional wrestling. Solo Jones smells blood in the center of the ring, waiting for Prodigy to get to his feet. The Prodigy, using that quickness, able to get up and over, and Solo Jones rolls to the outside of the ring. And now all four competitors on the outside of the ring, and Daniel Anderson bounces American Prodigy's skull right off the corner of the ring. And Anderson may have had the best strategy so far, as he's been able to stay on his feet for the most part in this match and use that ring barrier, the guardrail, and the floor to his advantage. Former champion here in CCW, looking to be the next alternative champion. The pinfalls must happen inside of the ring. And you can see American Prodigy up on the apron. Takes flight and takes out both Daniel Anderson and Solo Jones. We are 6 minutes into this match and not one pinfall yet, so we still don't even have an idea of who might be the alternative champion. There's Nate Powers looking a little worse for the wear. As all three men are on the outside, Nate Powers on the inside of the ring. Feeling good about himself. Shaking off those beatings from the start of the match. And a low blow, which is legal in this alternative match. And can you believe it? With a roll-up, Nate Powers pins American Prodigy. So if there's no more pinfalls in this match, Nate Powers will be the alternative champion. But it didn't take Daniel Anderson long. Jumps in the ring. Massive suplex, and you can see Nate Powers writhing in pain. But right now, as it stands, Nate Powers would be the next alternative champion as Daniel Anderson goes to work on American Prodigy. Again, great strategy by Daniel Anderson, taking advantage of the down man, and he delivers that belly-to-belly suplex. Solo Jones with the attack from behind. And I have no idea how this match is going to turn out, as all four men have been attacking each other non-stop. No one with a clear advantage except for, believe it or not, Nate Powers, currently the alternative champion. And using Solo Jones for leverage, takes out Daniel Anderson. And here, he can't believe it, he's the alternative champion. Maybe he doesn't understand the rules of the match, but he's not the champion until the time is up. And after that spear, he may be broken in half. Solo Jones, time after time, showing he may be an unstoppable force with all that power, but American Prodigy able to ride out of that. But will he be able to get out of this one? And that may be it for American Prodigy, not just for this match. That may have taken him out for a while. He may be permanently injured. What a crazy, brutal matchup we have seen so far. Unbelievably, Nate Powers right now could be the alternative champion in his debut match. What a debut that would be. Daniel Anderson out trying to recover. Even now, Solo Jones slow to get to his feet, little wobbly. American Prodigy has barely moved. Solo Jones through the ropes as Daniel Anderson pulled the ropes down. Anderson there, Nate Powers back in the ring. That's the last place Powers wants to be right now. I don't think he expected the brutality of what happens inside the professional wrestling ring, especially in an alternative championship match. The American Prodigy catching an elbow right to the jaw. Double arm DDT, and Nate Powers might be done. Pinfall, 1, 2, 3, and right now, Daniel Anderson with the most previous pinfall, waiting for that clock to run out. He would be the champion, but Solo Jones gets to work. Somebody wake Nate Powers up, let him know he's not the alternative champion anymore. And a low blow by Daniel Anderson. Dirty tactics. Diamond Exchange, known for their brutality. Daniel Anderson has come to this match with a great strategy so far, and right now he is the intermittent alternative champion. And things are looking pretty good. You can see a little more than 4 minutes left in this matchup. Daniel Anderson with the last pinfall, trying to go for that suplex on Solo Jones, but Solo reverses it. And Daniel Anderson spine first. You can see the pain in his eyes. And there's a clothesline that almost took his head off. Another one for good measure. Solo Jones full of power and momentum right now. And how about that block, that tackle? Solo Jones, once again, the most powerful man in this match, keeps coming back time after time. Waiting for Anderson to get to his feet. Does he have a spear in store for him? And Solo Jones, he does. Daniel Anderson, they have some broken ribs, but not paying attention to American Prodigy, Codebreaker, and a Prodigy. 1, 2, and just like that, we almost had another pinfall, but Daniel Anderson somehow getting that shoulder rub with maybe a tenth of a count left. In less than 3 minutes now, Daniel Anderson, your alternative champion. As it stands, Prodigy almost snuck away with one there, and amazingly, Solo Jones does not have a pinfall in this match despite displaying all that power. And speaking of power, Nate Powers nowhere to be seen. The ref checking on American Prodigy is taking a ton of damage in this match. Just for good measure, Daniel Anderson. Maybe he's just a little confused. Probably knocked silly by Solo Jones, but Daniel Anderson right now is your alternative champion. Doesn't know where he's at, probably. And off to the crossface. And really, this is all just for torture, I guess. There's your 2-minute warning. Daniel Anderson, as the current champion, the crowd here has kind of been taken out of this. They don't want to see Anderson, they want to see Prodigy, they want to see Solo Jones. Maybe a bit of redemption, Nate Powers, now the champion right now. But missile dropkick, every time we think he's down, Prodigy keeps coming back, and a Codebreaker bringing that face, the jaw, right down on the kneecaps. And all Prodigy's got to do is get over with his arm over him. And he might be the new champion. Time is running out. Nate Powers trying to sneak into the ring, but you can see he's in an intense amount of pain, and he gets it over 1, 2. Solo Jones breaks it up. Who will be the alternative champion? All 4 men in the ring. Daniel Anderson taken out with the spear. Solo Jones, slow moving. 1, 2. American Prodigy makes the save. 30 seconds left in this matchup. And he hits it again on Daniel Anderson. This could be it. All men are down. Prodigy, 1, 2, 3. American Prodigy just needs to ride out the rest of this match. Just seconds left. And that's it. American Prodigy with the clutch pinfall at the very, very end of the time limit. With just seconds left, American Prodigy will walk out of Wrestlebash as the new Alternative Champion.
That really was an interesting and a rather fantastic and entertaining match to watch. Of course, congratulations do go out to the American Prodigy in regaining the vacated Alternative Championship. He is now a 2-time champion in that division, and he is definitely going to be a fighting champion in the near future. Concerning one of the other competitors in the match, Nate Powers. Obviously, he was the last man that was announced to be in the match, and I'd be a liar if I said I was exactly sure how he got his way into the match. However, as you saw there, he did even score a pinfall himself and was very briefly the CCW Alternative Champion. Needless to say, he didn't end up with a championship at the end of the match. He did have some words for the fans, so let's go ahead and hear from Nate Powers.
Ladies and gentlemen of Continental Championship Wrestling, this is the guru of the Power Size program, Nate Powers, and I'm here to let everyone in CCW know that what happened at Wrestlebash was completely 100% unfair. You know it, I know it, everyone knows that I was not 100% prepared, fully stretched. I asked for time to get warmed up. The Power Size program, in order to be completely effective, requires adequate time for stretching. And I was robbed of that time. But I want to also highlight the fact that for just a brief moment in time, the Power Size program brought results, and I was the Southern States champion. So in order to make waves in CCW, Nate Powers is here, and he's gonna take the very top of the ladder and bring it back down, because Nate Powers is here to take that spot. So Chris Turner, rock and roll. You currently sit at the top of the ladder, and I don't understand why. Your pear-shaped body clearly is in need of the Power Size program. So, Chris Turner, allow me to bring it to you. You and me, Chris Turner. It's time to get Power Size.
Wow. Energetic, excitable, very misinformed. I'm not sure what match he thought he was in. He clearly was not in the Southern States Championship match. That title is currently held by Landon Cruz. However, Nate Powers did have some rather unique words for the competitors in that match. I think Daniel Anderson hit him once too many times, just a little bit too hard, because he completely forgot what match he was in. But nonetheless, he's definitely looking towards the future, and clearly he has some words for rock and roll Chris Turner. So maybe, hopefully in the future, we're going to hear from Turner himself and see if he has a response for Nate Powers. And hopefully it's going to be a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, things are heating up and are always on fire here in CCW. We definitely look forward to hearing from you at our website. Definitely check us out on YouTube, on all of our wrestlers' Twitter feeds. And, of course, you catch me at Superstars of the Ring every week. Until next time, my name is Brian Blitz, and I will see you at ringside.
Have you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler? Have you ever dreamed of making it to the top and wearing championship gold? Well, here is your opportunity. Email us today at customerservice@ccwrestling.biz. The CCW Training School is accepting new students now. Start your journey today on your way to greatness.